Hey YouTube, coming at you with my first Jungle Cup team, and it's the first team that I showcased yesterday in the top teams video. ALTARIA, cradily, scizor. Was okay, honestly. Didn't have super success with this. I think a couple things happened. One was um, I ran into multiple Gyarados, and Gyarados was actually quite a bit of an issue because you had Altaria taking super effect from the Dragon Breath. You're just getting outpaced on the Cradily and Scizor. So I saw a couple of those, and those were actually big problems, and so much so that I actually changed my second team and put Gyarados on because I'm like, oh, this is actually a strong Pokemon, and I did win a lot with Gyarados. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. Um, and yeah, I just felt like I also just got like outplayed in some, and just maybe some bad alignments in others. And like this is the one I got outplayed. I already know what this team is because I saw Home Slice's video. Um, so I know that there is a Dedenne and a Gastrodon in the back. And I'm like, okay, you know what? That's okay. Um, I can have either of these kind of beat those. And I already made the mistake. I thought I had seen a rock move on Home Slice's video, but maybe I was so distracted putting in my comment that I did not focus enough. I thought it had like Rock Slide or Stone Edge or something. Maybe I just screwed that up. So I assumed that was coming first. It did not. Poison Fang come first. Obviously, you let go of the Poison Fang first. However, then I go down to 2v1 shields, and I'm thinking, okay, Scizor is a bit glassy, so I don't want to burn shields there. If I'm assuming Dedenne and Gastrodon just come out with a move here. Unfortunately, I get hit with a crunch, so not the rock move, it is a crunch, which lowers my defense, and then they go poison thing, so my defense is lower times 2. There's your Dedenne. I was hoping, I should have known that I can't really live anything with Scizor. I was hoping I could have lived with Scizor here, but they basically take me out, and now I have to throw this move immediately because any chip is going to take me too low. And then I just dumped all my energy, and I still don't take it out, which is crazy. And so now I'm going to go basically down here. So just a poor overall play by me, despite even knowing what the team was. Not how you want to start. Okay, Gastrodon, that was a good lead. So Gastrodon will get out into Moltres. And so I'm like, okay, Scizor doesn't have any charge moves. Cradily has some moves and has the Rock Tomb, but it's not like fast enough when you're behind on energy. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just stay in this matchup and potentially take it because I have two Pokemon in the back that have grass moves, and grass is going to one-shot the Gastrodon. So I don't need to get out and keep switch here. Once they shield, there's no point in letting them farm me down. So I am going to come in, get ahead of energy, know that they still have the Gastrodon, so they're not going to want to come in here to a loaded Cradily, and then I'll basically just see whatever else is in the back here. Unfortunately, it is a Scizor, which is hitting super effective with the Bullet Punch on the rock. So Scizor is actually a bit of an issue too, because it resists Altaria's Dragon Breath. It hits super effective against Cradily, and then you're in a neutral matchup in the back at best. So kind of annoying. So I bank that move, knowing that I can potentially snipe here. So bank the grass move, get to the trailbase here, take it out, like win the matchup or grab that last shield, knowing I have a move here. They are throwing because they boost my attack and they're worried about even a Night Slash, potentially could chip a lot. And they go Water Pulse. I'm not going to mess around, just throwing the move while they're locked. This will one-shot, even if I don't hit the bubbles here. And then they only have a couple HP, so I'm able to take them out. Malamar. Malamar's like neutral. Psywave, foul plays. At least they can't go superpower, which is the better move. More damage per energy, more just damage move because they're both 10 turns. So take the first foul play, and out comes a Mandibuzz, and it's an air / Mandibuzz. And again, my initial thought process is, Scizor as a steel resist Psywave. Cradily, I don't want to take a superpower, but I can just potentially just use shields and lower its attack like multiple times. So I don't feel like I need to rush out of this matchup. So they are getting to a move here. It could be one of those instant swap Cradilies after this. But that was not enough. So I'm like, okay, why don't we just take this out, or not take it out, like chip it to acid range so that I have some energy coming out. So I will go down, and then actually they try and snipe with Malamar, so I'm going to come in here with a Cyber. It was resisted. Can I live both these moves? Yes. Do I want to take a move on Shadow Scizor? Not really. So we'll shield up and probably going to throw before, because I don't think there's a point to take in any move here if I don't have to. So here comes the Night Slash. Is enough to take out, and ooh, unfortunate for them. I get the double attack boost, which I hate this. I understand how strong it is. So I'm going to shield, and I'm just going to run through this matchup. Now, I freaking hate this double attack boost. It's an absolute, like, game wrecker here. So there's Muck. So already chipped it to the yellow. So they have to shield this because it's boosted. And I got I didn't land anything, but I got that second attack boost here. But it does not matter because they take me out, so I won't even get any damage there. But because I was able to take this down to the yellow, even though my acid was resisted, I'm still going to get to the Rock Tomb to KO this now. Just because of all the Bullet Punch damage. So taking this out with the Rock Tomb, and they don't have much HP left here. No, so even if they get off a move, they're not going to be able to take me out. Probably not. Abomasnow. Is this the one I get out right away? Or okay, this one does have Powder Snow. So, I went against a couple of Abomasnow leads with this team. This team is double weak to ice. I saw like a couple Piloswines and a couple ALTARIAs. So that is, again, between the Dragon Breath Gyarados and the ice Pokemon I've seen. Would I run this exact team? Probably not. Maybe a different save swap, quite honestly, or switch ALTARIA out. But I did see one Abomasnow with Leafage. Nice catch by my opponent here too. We both had to throw. We were both at the move, so nice catch. I did see an Abomasnow with Leafage, and Leafage is actually like a decent matchup for pretty much every Pokemon on this team. Altaria, Cradily, Scizor is going to be fine against Leafage. But the Powder Snow is obviously going to cause a lot of problems. So once they get out, gave up, they made a nice catch, but they made a catch on a Rock Tomb, so it does lower their attack. And now Altaria is just so bulky that even with the lowered attack here, I can just kind of just take all these moves. So they do get me to the yellow. They do snipe with the Abomasnow, so nice snipe. I do have energy, so I may want to save it. Yeah, I'm opting to save it because I have a move and I'm switch clock is up. So get out. What's in the back? I mean, they could just come Stunfisk back in and maybe chip with a move here. But it's Altaria in the back. Altaria does have access to Flamethrower, and I do not have any shields left. So do chip it. Get the attack again, get the attack boost, but not able to do anything with it because they just throw immediately and just Sky Attack's neutral, just too glassy. Coming in here, and they do get a move off, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to Dragon Breath down, but I'm not going to do it. I tried to like catch a move because that's my only win con. But now they have a move too. But I needed to come out with 2 moves, so it doesn't matter anyways. So I guess nice early catch in the game there by them. Probably cost me this matchup. But also having 2 things weak to Abomasnow does not help. Does not help the cause. This one, I do get out right away, only to figure out that it's Leafage. So going straight into the hardest answer, which is stupid. Like, never do that. Never do what I just did there. I think I was just frustrated at the time. Like, I'm finding out like I'm making a lot of stupid mistakes. They do let the Night Slash go, which is big for me because I do take out the Charizard. And if now we're looking at a potential double fire team, I could be okay. So I'm going straight into my Cradily where I know Acid is super effective. It is just Leafage, so it's only doing neutral against me. And basically my goal is to lower its attack so that I could take a Weather Ball if needed. But almost like praying that they just let it. Yeah, I was hoping that they would like switch lock themselves. I do get to the Rock Tomb. Yeah, probably bad timing there, but just being able to lower their attack I think is valuable. And just going straight Altaria where the Incinerate is resisted. And even if they have a move, I did lower the attack. So even if they go Brave Bird, I'm okay here. And it is a Brave Bird, barely does 50%. And now, because I'm out of move and they lowered their defense times 3, this will be a one-shot unless they have a shield. They do not. So down it goes. Abomasnow comes in, but it's again a leafage, which is not helping their cause. I can just let this go and acid down with the shield advantage. So maybe Powder Snow, Abomasnow if you're starting to see, well, depends what you're seeing. Scizor, again, kind of a tough one. Not anything I can get out of because at best I have a mirror match. I do have Flamethrower, which threatens a one-shot. It's just the pacing. So it's 13-12 to a Sky Attack here. It's only 10 to a Night Slash. The Bullet Punches are neutral. They only need 2 Night Slashes. They're going to be scared about a move here. But if they shield, which is obvious, now I got to make a decision. Do I shield and try and get this last move off? And if I don't, they're probably still going to have a bit of energy, and I'm going to have to shield this anyways. So looks like I got 1 turn denied because I should have got 1 more Bullet Punch through there. And in the back is a Ferret, which is, again, kind of a tough one. I am trying to Ferret on my 3rd team. I only had like 2 matches today, but I do think Ferret has play in this meta. Although, it has some play because I'm not seeing a lot of Charmers. Like, I saw a couple Dedenes, but I haven't seen many Wigglies, if any. Do make a catch on the Swift here, trying to bank that energy. But I have seen a good amount of Moltres already, so maybe it's, I don't know, it's going to be tough. I did bank a move. Scizor comes in, and again, Scizor just absolutely shredding the Cradily here. So Rock Tomb does land, but the damage is done. They have a Quagsire in the back, which is going to outpace because there's only 10 turns to a Aqua Tail, and it's like 12 and 14 to a Rock Tomb, or Grass Knot 2. So we're going to go down there. And here is your first Gyarados. You know, Dragon Breath is hitting super effective against me. They outpace because it only takes 12 and 11 to get to the crunches. So now I'm getting outpaced here. I just let it go and then hoping that maybe I take a shield advantage. But as you're going to see, I think I maybe instant swap too. Yeah, I don't want to take the Dragon Breath damage anymore. But even with the shield, like the swap here, they're going to throw a move. I can take 1. May shield, I have a Rock Tomb that I want to unload. It is a crunch. Does lower my defense, so much for that not happening as much. It seems like every crunch that's thrown at me seems to lower my defense. And they just double shield, knowing that they're putting a lot of freaking pressure on my shields here. And they do try to make a catch. I kind of figured they would, which is why I held that one back. Right? Like, the sign that they're going to probably try and catch is if they are at a move and could easily throw to like take you out or grab a shield, but they're holding back for some reason. And that some reason is usually they're trying to catch. Got into Altaria against a Mud Slap Nidoqueen. They do go down. I do have a 2 shield advantage, but I am switch locked here. Is this the one where I script 2 and shield one of the moves here when I should not have? They're at a ton of energy. So I come in here thinking I'm going to get them to dump some. You know, even if it's a body slam, maybe I got like 1 net out of it. And then I'm like, okay, I have 2 shields. The Mud Slaps are adding up. But if I shield 1, I can go Night Slash and take this out. And still have a shield advantage. So I thought, okay, that's fine. Not thinking about the fact that they actually have 2 moves on this Gyarados, because Gyarados is extremely spammy, and they farmed up a bit, and Shadow Scizor can't take crap. So I think I had to have taken that body slam to double shield this and take this out. But yeah, that Aqua Tail takes me out there. Piloswine, Ice, double weak, right? So not recommended. You can see that the 2473, I definitely lost like 50 plus elo with this team. Again, do I think the pieces are bad? No. I think Altaria is maybe a bit overrated at the number 1. It's the number 1 Pokemon in this meta. Understand its bulk. It just did not seem to play like a number 1 ranked. It just seems like between all the ice and Even some of these neutral matchups like Scizor and stuff, it just did not seem as strong as I thought it would be. But make a catch on the Cradily here. They eventually get into Piloswine. Basically, my strategy is catch on the Cradily, the move, force out this Piloswine. I have a Grass Knot, which is super effective. So grab this first shield or take it out. They do end up shielding. I then have a Cradily, which has a bunch of energy. They do have a move. Even though it's resisted, I probably will just be taken out here if I let it go. So shield. Bullet Punch is super effective on the ice. And now if they shield, which I believe they did, I'm already at another move. And I will be able to take this out. And then I have an Altaria and half a Scizor left for the... I've got a full Altaria, which means Diggersby just has no shot. Pangoro, good lead. I remember losing against a Pangoro lead when I had a good lead here. Because it's the Gyarados. Yep, I got nowhere to go here. Actually, I don't have... Not that I have nowhere to go. My thought process was, like, stay in. Take this move. Grab a shield. Or, like, chip it so low that you're going to be able to take this anyways. Do grab a shield. And then I'm like, okay. Once I grab one shield, I know I can keep switch here. I may shield up move. May not. I do shield up. But I know I can get my Altaria back onto the Pangoro. So that should be okay. And then we'll just have to see what's in the back. So I do get a second Aqua Tail off. I'm just making sure I come out with energy. I'm throwing the Grass Knot in case they try and catch on the Pangoro. Both are neutral. Actually, no. Grass Knot is neutral. Rock Tomb super effective. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. That doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to take it out. Just want to make sure they didn't catch us. And they let it go. Now I get farmed down. And I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm just going to have to run with whatever's in the back anyways. But, you know, if they have a fighter in the front, maybe they have something in the back that can deal with a flyer. And it's a Scizor. And despite what you may see here, despite me switching immediately, which I thought I would have done with a 0 turn as the game is intended, I'm a move behind. Now it does not matter because I lost CMP anyways, but I was a turn behind on the coming in there when we both swapped coming out of Pokemon. So that does not help me either. Would have lost CMP with the 0 attack as I just did there in the ending, but frustrating that the 1-turn leg seems to be creeping back a lot more here. I saw like 3 or 4 1-turn legs happen in my matchups today, which was very frustrating to deal with. So yeah, I think Altaria is a bit overrated. The Gyarados seems to be a problem. You know, you got a lot of things with Rock Tomb. I've got a team coming up that's double Rock. Is Gyarados double Rock Tumor? That Rock Tomb? I don't know if Rock Tumor is the technical term for the Pokemon. 2 Pokemon with a Rock Tomb. So that's coming up. Rock Tomb seems to be very prevalent in this meta. So having all these Rock Tomb users, and it's not Cradily. So having all these Rock Tomb users for Altaria, plus the Steels, plus the Dragon Breath Gyarados, I just feel like it's a bit overrated for what's supposed to be the #1 ranked Pokemon. You know, Cradilly's Cradily, but I felt like there was a lot of Scizor in this meta, even though there is a lot of fire. I ran into a bunch of Charizards and Talonflames and stuff. And then my own Scizor, yeah, that's why. Cover your fires, which Altaria and a Rock Tomb user does cover your fires, so it makes sense as a pairing. Just double weak to ice doesn't make sense. And the way that I saw the meta in the first couple sets here did not work out for what I thought the meta would be. So we adjust, right? I did not expect Dragon Breath Gyarados. Saw how strong it was. Immediately switched my second team to have a Dragon Breath Gyarados. Went back up to 2,500 plus ELO on the next team. So that's the team this afternoon, 2,500 plus. And you'll stay tuned for that. So appreciate you watching. And then if you want to submit your Jungle Cup teams, link in the description, ideally within the next 48 hours, because that's most likely when you're going to be showcased. If you're showcasing by Friday, Saturday, it's probably too late. I've already got my video done. It's probably for Monday, especially if I'm going to try and get ahead because it's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. So different timing from the United States, but we celebrate Thanksgiving in October here. So I have family coming up, and then just a bunch of like dinners and family time. So I don't think I'll be pumping out as many videos this week, especially with a great league, like a limited cup plus ultra league. But yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.